Hi everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So excited to do this, and thank you all for subscribing. It's really been a lot of fun for me to do these videos and kind of give you a little insight into my life. And so today we're kind of doing a different one. We'll see how this works out. This one is in the garage with Caitlyn Jenner. Yes, I love a good garage. And so we're going to give you a little tour of the garage and then show you over on that side we have some cars, but I'm going to show you a lot of the things in the past and everything that I used to do. And yeah, kind of excited, be fun. Well, I'll tell you what, let's start on this wall right here, okay? Now, look at these things. Back when Chris and I, over the last like 5 years, we were doing stuff. I kind of wanted to get out of the house. And so I started getting into RC helicopters. Now these things are the hardest thing in the world. It's as hard to fly one of these as it is to learn how to play the piano and sing at the same time. It has to be automatic because these things are extraordinarily powerful, very fast. They fly upside down, right side up, flip, roll, spin. But every time, you move the tail, it's a whole different set of controls to be able to control it. Upside down, up is down, down is up. It takes so much work. And so anyway, these things are just kind of badass helicopters. Now, I haven't flown these things in years, okay? Why? Because I put them up on the wall, and honestly, I don't need to get out of the house anymore. And these things are so complicated to really fire them up and start flying them again. I got to get on the computer and just practice with a simulator, practice to make sure that I know what I'm doing. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to a video right now of one of the really good guys and watch him fly just for a few minutes, just to see how ridiculously powerful these things are. Yeah, and what they can do. Anyway, going down this way, my mountain bike, how I keep my little exercise going. We got the mountain bike, we got all this stuff. Yes, no garage is complete if you don't have one in the back. An air compressor. You've got to have an air compressor in your garage. This is also a power washer right there for washing the cars, need that. During this pandemic, they wouldn't let us use golf carts. So I bought 2 pusher carts to move my clubs around and had to walk around the golf course. Now, paddle boards. I got 2 over there. That one over there is mine. There's a story behind these 2 paddle boards, all right? A good friend of mine, a golfer, professional golfer named Danielle Kang. Danielle and I have been friends for years. When she was an amateur, we were friends. We used to be putting on at Sherwood and talking about her going pro. She was 2-time U.S. Women's Amateur Champion, turned pro. Finally, 2017, I made a bet with her that if she wins a tournament, because it's been 4 years and she hadn't won a tournament, you win a tournament, because we've gone paddleboarding together, I'll buy you a paddleboard. But you gotta win a tournament. So what does she do? She goes out and her first win is the 2017 PGA Championships, a major championship, and she wins. I felt so bad, and it was a major championship. I decided to buy her 2 paddleboards, 1 for winning, 2 for a major championships. So I went down and bought them. I fulfilled my part of the bargain. And if you come over here and then take that little camera and shoot up right there, and it says Danielle Kang, PGA 2017 champion. I had that put on. They've been up on my wall since 2017. She moved to Vegas, obviously for tax purposes, smart. And they've been sitting up here because she doesn't have a vehicle big enough to come and get them. So I put them up on the ceiling here, and there they sit, both of them, you know. Someday she'll pick them up. Someday she'll pick them up. We got helmets, all that sort of stuff. This is the workbench right here. I have all my own tools here, this and that. Here's the deal. Years ago, with the exes, you know, they were like calling people to fix things, and I said, why? I can fix anything. I'm very handy like that. I can build anything. I like doing that kind of stuff. So I've always tried to have a really good workbench area to be able to play in. And so, yeah, it's been good. You know, of course, I got my power stuff, this and that. And, you know, my blowers to keep everything clean. Sophia's Club. Over here, this is a 2007. A friend of mine who's friends with the Davidsons, this was a prototype bike that they built. Supposedly, now somebody's smart Harley person is probably going to say, oh, no, it doesn't work that way. But they did this prototype bike, and they had Porsche do the motor. And this thing is just, it's totally stock, 125 horse, all blacked out. Big wheel on the back. It's a great bike. I really enjoy this bike. And but I don't drive it that much. Once in a while, it's just nice. I live on canyon roads. It's really, you know, kind of nice to just take out on a beautiful day. You know. So anyway, that's all this stuff. Hunting around here. That's actually my paddleboard. More stuff. This is all car cleaning stuff. I clean my own car. Okay, I don't send it out to get cleaned. I clean my own car. Actually, except the Escalade, I'll let them do that car. But these cars, I clean myself. First, before we get there, let's back up a little bit. And you see up there, up on top, all right? That's, I kind of consider it my attic. And that's where all my like memorabilia stuff is. I've got stuff from, you know, clippings from high school, growing up. In fact, you know what? That would make a really fun video. Okay, I think I'll do that. But all my old stuff is up there. All the old uniforms I wear, shoes, all that kind of stuff, going all the way back to the game. So they've been there a long time. Including up there way in the back is, for some reason, and I did a big thing in the book about this when I did the book. As a like 10-year-old, I played the accordion. Yes. And for some reason, since I was 10 years old, which is 60 years ago, I've saved that accordion. Never played it again after about 3 years. By the time I was 13, 14, I was embarrassed to tell anybody I played the accordion. You know, it wasn't cool. And so I haven't played it all, but for some reason, I've saved that accordion all those years. And it's up there too. Now, when the fires came through a couple of years ago, honestly, they were so intense. I thought I was going to lose the house because I stayed here till the last second. And in fact, I have a video from down the hill of what it looked like when the fires were coming through. I should show you that one right now. It was horrible. And I left the property because the flames were so intense, and I was afraid if you're not here to put the fire out, you know, it's the little fire that gets you. I thought I lost the house. TMZ reported the house was gone, and I went, oh man. And anyway, what really bothered me were a couple of things, and mainly losing all of this stuff up here. These are all memories you've had for, you know, since I was a little kid. And all the Olympic stuff is up there and boxes, and you know, that was a great part of my life. And I thought I lost it all. Fortunately, yes, they didn't get, the house made it. Did a lot of damage to the outside, but at least the house made it. All right, coming over here. Now, you saw in one of my other YouTube videos, my Bugeye, very special car for me. Really enjoy the fact, you know what we ought to do? As soon as we get to the end of this video, we're gonna fire up the Bugeye and we're gonna go for a ride in the canyon. It's a beautiful day outside, we'll do that. This is obviously I always like to have one performance car. Because I race cars for 30 years, I always like to have one that's trackable and you can take it to the track. In fact, eventually, once summer's over with and it's so hot, we'll do a video and we'll take this car out to Thermal, to the racetrack, and we'll take you guys for a ride. It'll be a lot of fun. This is the GT2 RS. It's the fastest production car in the world, road racing car. It's made to go fast. It's got a 3.8 liter twin turbocharged 700 horsepower engine in it, in a 3,080 pound car, lightweight, all carbon fiber, roll cage in the back. Yeah, this car goes. And yeah, we'll do a video about this car out at Thermal, and we'll take you guys for a ride around the racetrack. But for today, I think we should take the Bugeye out on just a beautiful ride through the mountains. Actually, the best part about this car, as I pull it out, is this car sounds phenomenally good. Yes, oh God. You know, with a car, you gotta have the sound to be right. This thing doesn't sound like your grandma's Porsche. Anyway, we'll take this one to the racetrack. As soon as it cools out. Thermal Racetrack is a private racetrack out in Palm Springs area, Thermal. And I got some friends that are out there, and we'll take that out. But for right now, let's fire up the Bugeye and take her for a ride. We're back. Peace and quiet. Anyway, little Bugeye really runs great. It's amazing. This car was built in 1960 when I was like 10 years old. But it runs great. Been taking care of it. Baxter has to clean the windshield because it's got nose marks all over the windshield. But you did good. Had fun. So anyway, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I am having so much fun doing this, doing different stuff for you guys. But put some comments out there because I want to know what you guys want to see. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and we'll keep building this channel up and doing some fun stuff. So thanks for watching.